Alright, so this is another question of the day. It's Wednesday. So, of course, question of the day. Now, this question comes from, again, ZKman44. He asked me to do this. And basically, the question is, what are your favorite alien species? What are your favorite kinds of aliens? Or, your favorite alien species, like, out of any genre? Like, I don't know, the Klingons or something. That's what I meant. Like, what is your favorite alien species? It doesn't have to be... It can be any medium, basically. Me, personally, I've always liked the alien species, the alien races that, have one driven goal. To either destroy all life or assimilate into their own. To me, that's always the coolest subject because, there's... It's kind of like an ant colony, in a way. Where it's only like, you join us, or we kill you. Or... It doesn't matter to us. It's basically like a driving force. The Borg right here are a good example of it. It's kind of like a driving force that you can't really stop. You can't really barter with it. You can't talk reason into it. You can't bribe it. You can't stop these guys. They just want one thing: to control all life under their rule. It's kind of very totalitarian, but it kind of like a hive mind as well. I always kind of dug that. Like I said, the Borg are a good example of this. The Xenomorphs from the Alien series are also a good example of this. The Zerg are another good example of this. Daleks and the Brood as well. I always like there's always other alien species that I like the Predators, the Klingons. But it's always been like, the coolest ones to me were always the ones that were like the hive mind mentality aliens. So... Because for those reasons, it's an interesting opponent because you have to physically fight your way out of it or outthink it, or else you're going to be either turned into one or killed. So that's the reason, that's more or less a reason why I like those types of aliens, because of that. Now, so yeah, more or less I like hive mind alien races, but I also like I also kind of dig the ones that have like a sense of honor, like the Klingons and the Zuntarans from Doctor Who. There's a few other alien races out there that I like. But yeah, for the most part, yeah, that's the ones I always gravitate towards. And those are those are just a handful of some of my alien races, but for the most part, if I went through all the if I was actually going to do a list and talk about all my favorite alien races, like all my favorite aliens in all types of media, as I was looking through because I did this once, I was actually going to do this list once, and I looked at all the aliens I was going to talk about, and I'm like, they all have a common thing. They're all hive mind mentality. So this is self-discovery that I like hive mind mentality alien races. But yeah, those are just some of my favorite ones. What kind of aliens do you like, and what are your favorite alien species? That's the question right here. So, let me know. I'm curious to know what you guys come up with. And once again, this question comes from ZKman44, and I'm really curious to know because he wanted to know, and now I want to know.